birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have all been very well. Today I'm sharing with you 10 fall/autumn essential clothing pieces. So if you watch my videos, you may know that I've just come out of autumn/winter here in Australia. So I can kind of reflect on what I was wearing and share with you some of my most worn pieces that I've personally reached for a lot in the last 6 months. Before we get started, this little tank top is from Sazan. I am wearing it today because it is 31 degrees in Sydney right now. It's early spring, so I'm just trying to be as cool as I can. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you could give me a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're interested in seeing weekly fashion content. The first piece I want to talk about are layering dresses, and this is probably not the first thing you'll think of when you think of fall/autumn fashion. The reason why these are a part of my essentials is that it's just so versatile and it really can kind of take you from that early fall season where it's still quite warm on certain days all the way towards the end of fall when you can really layer up and try to keep warm as well. This dress is no surprise at all. It is the Grana silk slip dress. I mentioned in my last video I think, but I've had this for about 4 years and it's still going very strong in my wardrobe. I do love Grana's quality. I think they do a good job. However, it's just a simple silk slip dress that you can pretty much find anywhere. If you don't mind the upkeep, I would recommend going for a silk option as it just kind of flows a little bit nicer. And I find because I wear it as a layering dress, it really doesn't need that much washing or dry cleaning either. This next dress is one that I've worn quite a lot recently. And it's just really great for layering because of the neckline and shape of it. This dress is from Derwent by Net-a-Porter. Derwent is a brand run by two sisters, and I just have to say I think they're doing a great job with their marketing and their advertising in promoting more diversity. I think this dress is really great because you can wear it in the summertime, and then also in the fall period you can layer it over thermals and long sleeve t-shirts for more versatility and warmth. And this kind of brings me to what I wear inside, which are these long sleeve tops. So I have one that is from Icebreaker, and this is one of their merino tops in the weight 200. This Icebreaker brand is basically designed to be very functional and to actually keep you warm. If you're looking for something that is slightly more accessible or even affordable, Uniqlo does do merino knit tops as well as their own heat tech, which I think are great alternatives. I also have this long sleeve t-shirt from Andover Stories, which you guys may have seen recently on my channel. This one is a little bit cuter, a little bit more decorative. It's got little lace detailing around the neckline, and then it's got a little little heart print details over the top. Whatever option that you choose to go for, I think these are really good staples to wear by themselves or underneath dresses for layering. So item number 2 are my lightweight jackets. I feel like these jackets are perfect for autumn time because sometimes in winter it gets a bit too cold. So I have this one from Sazan. This is the Willa jacket that I personally really love. I feel like this jacket would look amazing just with neutral colors like a t-shirt and trousers, but this will also look super cute layered on top of dresses as well. A few of you guys have messaged me on Instagram on how I would style this jacket other than what I've shown on my channel. Because it's such a loud color, I wear it primarily with white or with black. I do sometimes pair it with complementary colors as well. So for example, I feel like it will look quite cute with this yellow dress because the colors match really well. You guys may have seen that I wore it with this plaid dress, and I think this combo works nicely as well. This is one of my only lightweight jackets that's not a blazer. So I recently decided to invest in another one from Sazan. It's called the Dennis. I'm still waiting for that to come in the mail, but that is one that I'm very, very excited about in this really gorgeous green color. I thought that green was super fresh for the springtime in Australia, but actually I think it would also look really nice with lots of warm neutrals and browns for autumn as well. Essential number 3 are my crop knits, and I personally find these to be so versatile for layering, and I would layering them on top of dresses or even just tucking them into trousers. I just find these to be a lot easier to style and to wear than oversized and super chunky knits, especially for this autumn-fall period. I have this one, which is the Leontine jumper. You guys will know I love this, I wear it a lot. Recently Sazan has brought this back out again, and they've also come out with wool versions in a black as well as a pink. It's quite a wide boxy shape, and it is slightly cropped but also not too much either. So this means I can wear it over the top of my dresses. I don't need to belt it or do anything. I just chuck it on and I feel like it's a really cute look for the fall period. Another one of my favorite knitwear brands is Andover Stories. This is another cropped, boxy kind of knit, except this is a cardigan. And likewise, it's just a little bit more versatile and easier to style in my opinion, while still getting that chunky, oversized knit kind of vibe. This is 50% wool, and I'm sorry, but you just can't find that at like Zara, Mango, H&M, like it just doesn't exist. Everything I see is like polyester, polyamide. End of Stories does actually use a decent amount of natural fibers in their knits, which I have to say is just nice to see because I'm just not about the polyester jumpers. Like I just feel like it feels really unpleasant. Moving on to trousers, which is probably the category that I am just most excited about. As someone who has worn a lot of denim over the last few years, this has just been really nice as a change to constantly styling jeans. I think in a wardrobe it's nice to have one lighter option and then maybe one darker option to kind of give you different looks. My first trouser favorite has been from Arquette, and this is actually the first thing that I've tried from Arquette, and it's a brand that I've been intrigued by for a while. I'll put the exact style of these in the description box below, but they're a tencel lyocell trouser. And if you guys know the material, it is a sustainable material and it feels very pleasant to wear. The fabric also has a very nice drape, which makes it visually just a little bit nicer. For any more petite girls out there, this trouser actually fits me perfectly, which is very rare to see. So if you're like 160 centimeters, 5'3", these will fit really well. I wore this the other day with like a white cami top, as well as the Andover Stories cardigan, and I really like the little outfit combo. Another trouser option that has a very different vibe are these cotton chinos. These trousers feel a lot more casual and less flowy than the other pair. This is another one from Arquette. I love the length of these. I really didn't need to get them tailored. If you find that you fall in between sizes, you've got this adjustable waistband. So it's got the 2 buttons and you can make it larger or smaller depending on which button you kind of link it onto. I don't tend to wear a lot of chinos, so these have been really fun to play around with. For the white trouser options, I have this pair from Andover Stories that I style a lot. I personally find white to be such like a fresh color and a little bit unexpected because I'm so used to wearing darker bottoms that it really just kind of transforms a lot of my pieces. This pair is from Andover Stories and it's currently out of stock. However, a lot of brands will do like a pair of white trousers. Andover Stories actually do a few alternatives, which I'll link below. But yeah, white trousers have probably been one of my favorite things to wear, regardless of the season. These trousers also come in the nude color, which I actually ordered. I think I am going to send them back. They are just a little bit sheerer than what I would like, but I'm going to try them on in the cutaways to kind of show you what they look like. Item number 5 is the trench coat, which is definitely one of my favorite items in that transitional phase. I used to wear a trench coat over all of my work outfits. It goes with everything, so I never had to worry about whether it matched or not. I have one that is a slightly more classic trench coat style, and this one is in like a deeper taupe color. I've also got this one, which is a slightly more modern take on the trench. Instead of having the classic details of the trench, such as the double-breasted buttons and the flap on the back, this one is quite a minimal style. When I have it on, you'll see that it really is quite an oversized fit, but I do love that about this jacket. It's very effortless feeling, not to mention it's really comfortable. There's nothing worse than trying to layer on a coat and like the shoulders are really tight, the arms are super restrictive. You don't get any of that with this because it's just a very nice loose fit. I believe this is kind of running out of sizes on the Andover Stories website. However, I do believe this is like one of their classic pieces that they will restock in the future. My next 2 essentials are pretty much like broad categories. The first one is just having lots of like warm neutrals. I think really just give outfits that autumnal vibe. One of the colors that I love for autumn is like warm browns and warm neutrals. For me, the color palette of this, as well as the tortoiseshell buttons, just makes this feel like such an autumnal piece. I think style with classic pieces like a pair of navy trousers, it definitely gives the outfit a more autumnal look to it. I've already talked about this, but we've obviously got this warm knitted cardigan as well, and this kind of camel color just feels very fall and autumnal to pair with like your existing wardrobe staples to just inject a bit of like that autumn fall vibe into your outfit. I also love wearing the Acne Masubi bag during the fall and autumn period. For example, I think this bag color goes really nicely with like a trench coat. It would also go perfectly with pieces that are like black and white, and it might need a little bit of warmth added to make it feel more fall appropriate. This is a really great bag, and I just think anything in that like warm brown color palette really adds fall vibes into an outfit. This doesn't really fit into any category, but I thought I would quickly mention it. This is the APC Albane bag, and I think this is a very fall winter kind of bag because of this like deep red shade. I think I've had this bag for 2 if not 3 years at this point, and if you're wondering about the wear and tear, I think it's really great. This type of smooth leather is definitely going to get scratches, so if you want your leather to be perfect, this is probably not the bag for you. Because it's a very structured bag, the corners also get some like folds. I actually really love the way the marks kind of look on this bag, but if you're a perfectionist, maybe not. Essential number 7 is anything plaid, because as cliche as it is, plaid for autumn, I just find that it gives such a nice texture to outfits, and it just goes so well with the warmer shades that we kind of talked about earlier. So I have 2 kind of pieces to share with you. This first dress is actually slightly more gingham than it is plaid. I feel like this will look so nice with like the end of a stories cardigan over the top, but it also just kind of look really nice for that transitional phase. With a jacket thrown over the top. A lot of you guys seem to really like this dress, and I do think it's one that will work really nicely for fall. On the more traditional plaid side, we've got a plaid blazer. This is my one from Sandro, which I show and talk about a lot. One of the ways I like to wear this blazer is paired over like a black slip, for example. I immediately think this plaid gives the outfit a more fall autumn vibe, and then as the weather gets colder, you can layer it inside trench coats and coats, and just have like a bit of plaid popping through, which I think would also be super cute. Okay, so essential number 8 are definitely some winter boots. I don't get a lot of chances to wear higher boots in Australia. I'm definitely an ankle boot kind of person. We've got like a heeled pair of boots from Cezanne, and then we've also got a pair of flat Chelsea boots from R.M.Williams. I do think a pair of classic black Chelsea boots are an essential. They'll kind of take you from autumn into winter. I definitely remember when I was younger, I used to kind of go through ankle boots every year, to be honest. They would be my only shoe I would wear between autumn and winter. And pretty much after a year, I could find like issues with the boot and they were really just not looking great. Whereas these I've had for 5, and the cost per wear of them has definitely gone down. In terms of styling, I love wearing these with jeans or with trousers. I don't really love the way this looks with dresses or skirts, just because I think because it's so flat and it is more of a casual boot, it does look better styled with more casual pieces like trousers and jeans. And then we've got these Cezanne Sandy boots, which I am just obsessed with. I think they are such a beautiful shoe. But I will be very honest and say the quality of them are very different to R.M.Williams, which are made to last for life. I don't think anyone would say to you these are shoes that look like they will last for life. I do think they are nice enough quality. Everything is leather from the inside to the sole to the outer part. And I've worn them a few times. I think these are very comfortable shoes considering they have quite a heel to them. In terms of the comfort, the only thing that I will note is that wear a sock that is pretty much the same height as the boot, because the zipper does dig in a little bit, especially in the first few wears. As long as your socks are pretty much in line with the boot, you will basically find these quite a comfortable shoe to walk around in. It has got a lizard embossing detail as well as laces. It's got a zip on the side, so you don't actually have to do the laces up. And I really have just loved wearing these shoes. They just go with everything and they look so amazing with different outfits. So I'm normally a size 38. For French sizing, you always go up a size, so 39, and I find these fit perfectly. I'll put more info in the description box below to clarify. Okay, category 9, which are my scarves and my shawls. We've got 2 items here. We've got an End of a Stories cashmere scarf. I actually got this scarf after selling my Acne Canada scarf. This End of Stories scarf still has like a nice weight to it, but it is a lot smaller and more manageable. I feel like for being in Australia. In the wintertime, I wear this and I think it's like the perfect weight. But I've also worn it when I was in Spain, traveling, and it was also just very functional as well. I don't have sensitive skin and I find this to be like super soft. I don't feel any scratchiness at all. It is 100% cashmere and I definitely feel like the quality is there. If you're looking to invest in a scarf that is minimal, is nice quality, and has a nice fabric to it, I do very much recommend End of Stories, because all their scarves I feel like are done very nicely. And then we have this like gorgeous shawl from Gucci. There are so many ways to wear the scarf because of the shape, and I'm sure there's a lot of tutorials out there teaching you how to do it. But I basically love this because I think it adds a bit of like a luxurious feel to an outfit. It is a monogram scarf, so up close you'll kind of see the Gucci monogram, but it really is not very obvious. Like, I don't think anyone else will see it other than myself. However, the material does have a very high-end look about it because it does have a nice sheen and it just lays very pretty. Let me know in the comments if you guys will be interested in seeing like a best and worst luxury purchases video, because I would absolutely love to film that, and this will definitely be one of the better purchases I have made. So lucky last item in this essentials video are definitely coats. So usually like mid to late autumn I'll start pulling out the coats. Before then it's way too hot. I actually haven't worn a coat last autumn winter just because I wasn't really going anywhere. But I think if you're back at work, if you live in a colder climate, coats are obviously a bit of an essential for autumn. I definitely love a good camel or brown coat, which I feel like is like the theme of this video. But I had this one from Move by JL, which I absolutely love. It's got little like bow ties on the sleeve. It doesn't really have any kind of button closure, which is something to keep in mind, because obviously if it's very cold where you are, this might not be appropriate. It's got a tie to close it up, and it's also got like the cutest little flap on the back. I really loved wearing this coat when I was in Spain earlier this year, and I just thought it was absolutely stunning. This coat is actually one of my slightly less oversized coats, and I just really loved the way this looked. Another camel coat is this one. So from the front, this looks like a very classic, lighter camel coat. On the back though, you've got this like khaki green strap that runs across, and underneath you've actually got this blue layer that remains pretty much hidden unless you walk, and you kind of can see a little bit popping in on the side. This one has just like the most beautiful color palette for this season, so I really wanted to show this as well. Levi by JL actually has a sale on their site right now for some of their coats, and I'll pop that in the description box below. Not sponsored, not working with them in this video, but I just thought I would mention. I'll link some more affordable dupes of these coats in the description box below, but I actually have a mango coat in this exact color that I think is a great dupe. That coat is such nice quality. I've had it for 2 years now and it looks perfect. And I'll also put a little cutaway of that coat in this video as well. This video right now is a crazy length. I've been filming for over an hour, so I'm gonna go and cut this down to a watchable length. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. If you haven't already, please go and check me out over on Instagram. I am posting some reels just to show you like casual outfits when they don't quite make a video. And I also just post lots of like outfit of the days over on the feed as well as on stories. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.